If you are looking to buy or sell a home in Wilton, New York, then you're going to want to stick around because we're going to be talking about January 2026 market numbers, which is going to foreshadow, we're starting to see what this spring's housing market is going to look like for both buyers and sellers. So stick around and watch this video. My name is Chris McMahon. I'm a local real estate agent right here in the capital region, specifically the Saratoga Wilton area. So we're going to be covering these numbers and bringing them over to you right now so you can start getting yourself prepared to either buy that home, that's your dream home that you've been looking of, or sell that home for top dollar that you've been having for a couple of years and cash in, upgrading, downgrading, whatever your future plans are. This right here is going to help you out with that. So, and again, if you got any questions, my contact, my cell phone number is on the bottom of this page. Also in the description, I'll have my cell phone number as well as my email. So feel free to reach out to me with any questions. But let's get right in here. We're going to talk a little bit about market dynamics. So the 12-month trend. All right, the medium sold prices up 7% year over year from last year. So we're at 545,000 for January 2026. Okay, which means we still got some strong demand, but inventory is tight. So keep that in mind, sellers and buyers, because you don't want to just kind of jump in there in the market without having a plan. Whether you're buying or selling, you got to have some sort of plan of what you're doing here in order to take advantage of things. So now, inventory and sales. So January 2026, 28 sales are happening, which is up 2% from the year before. It is still a seller's market. So if you kind of look over here, the needle, I think, is starting to tick a little bit towards that buyer's market we're seeing. Okay. There are some signs, really not just here, but even nationally, because it's been a seller's market for quite a long time. But we're starting to see buyers get more leverage than we've seen in a few years now. Active listings is down 10% to 32. All right, and it is a fast-paced market, and multiple offers are still a common thing, but not what we have seen in the past, where we've seen like a house go on the market and within 24 hours it's got 7 offers on it. We're not quite seeing that fast-paced things, but houses that are marketed and priced correctly are getting multiple offers on it. So as we look over here, days on the market is 14, which is down 3 from year over year. Month supply is a little over a month, 1.2 months, which is low. Okay, this is critically low, and it is still a competitive landscape. But at the same time, we also are in January here, which is kind of the winter months. We don't typically see as many houses on the market. As we start to get those warmer months, we're going to start seeing some of that change here a little bit. All right, as I just mentioned, inventory remains tight. Okay, some new listings here are down about 14.5% that we've seen here. So active inventory is down a little bit on that. So less supply. What does that mean? That's going to equal stronger competition. Okay, especially as buyers start to kind of come out in the market, as they start to get themselves ready, and interest rates. If you guys aren't paying attention to interest rates, you got to follow me because I've been putting them out there for everybody. Interest rates have been coming down. I would say probably at least a half to 0.75% since we saw in the last late summer, early fall. We were down hovering right around 6%. In fact, that's a couple points it did drop slightly below 6% into that high fives, but it kind of is doing this like everything, up and down, up and down. But keep an eye on that. I periodically put that out there and kind of keep everybody informed what the interest rates are. So follow me and you will see what those interest rates are. Okay, so the negotiating power right now, 99.4% right there. So homes are still selling for what we're asking, like we just mentioned. What we got here? What does this mean for both the sellers and the buyers in Wilton, New York? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you right now, sellers, your strategy does matter. Okay, it's a competitive market. We are seeing more buyers come out there as those interest rates come down. But there's also, as we get closer to those warmer months, we're expecting to see that inventory start to come up as it normally does. So pricing is a huge thing. Number one thing, make sure you're pricing it correctly. Price it in the right spot there to get people in there to take a look at it, get multiple offer situations, which is sellers, that's what you're looking for. But there's more than that goes into it than just kind of throwing it out there on the MLS. You want to push it out there. You want to make sure you have a great marketing plan that's put out there. Video tour that is put out on YouTube and other social media so people can see that, put it out in marketing. Open house, social media marketing plan that kind of gives people glimpse of the property so they know what's kind of coming on there. So all that stuff is crucial, including doing a one-page website for just your home that you have listed on there with the QR codes that lead to it, bring people right over to that to take a look at it, because you want as many eyes as possible on it. So this goes deeper than just the pricing, as well as professional photos. Okay, this is not the time just to snap some photos with your cell phone. I hope your real estate agent is not doing that, and paying for professional photos to get done to get people to come and look at that property. Okay, so have a strategy, have a plan, get that marketed right, get a lot of eyes on that so people are coming in there. So you are part of that percentage that is getting multiple offers. Now, buyers, preparation wins for you. Okay, again, this isn't just let's just look at houses, because you got to start at the beginning. So making sure you're getting pre-approved. You need to know what you're looking for, what your price range is, what you can afford. Because one of the things you don't want to be is house poor, meaning you bought your house and you're living in it, but you can't afford to do anything else. You want to be able to afford to do other things in life as well. So starting with a budget is huge. That's what the pre-approval does and helps you get ready for. Okay. So you want to do that. That's also a couple things you need to do. You need to define your needs. You got your needs, you got your wants. What are your needs? Have them list. What are your wants? Okay. And then you got to start getting yourself up on property alerts. Okay. Where set it up where you're getting notified as soon as the houses that meet your needs, that list that you just did, are getting directly sent to you as they are coming on the market, whether there's a price change or if it's hitting the market, you're getting a notification on that right away. So you can take a look at that. Be one of the first people to see it. Be one of the first people in that property and taking a look at it. And then you've got your pre-approval, so you're ready to act. See, the worst thing is if you get over there, look at a house, you find this is the house you want, it's in the budget you want, but you don't have that pre-approval. And now you're going back, getting that pre-approval. In the meantime, someone else is taking that home that you love, and you're losing your opportunity. So this is why being prepared and having a plan in place for buyers is extremely important. So sellers, if you're looking for an honest review of your home, let me know. I can come in and take a look at it. I can let you know what you can do to make some changes to make sure you're getting top dollar, you're selling it fast, getting it on the market, and go over kind of a marketing plan that's tailored to fit your needs, what you're looking for, and something that's going to get you top dollars for your house. No obligation. Doesn't cost a thing. Reach out to me. More than happy to come over and do that with you. Buyers, same thing. Let's get together. Let's talk. We'll get a plan put together for you and get you started in with property alerts to start seeing what's on the market and getting you prepared your next dream home. So my cell phone is right there below on the bottom screen. My contact information will be in the description as well. Again, hope to see you guys in the next video. My name is Chris McMahon. Look forward to seeing you soon.